Hi, I'm Bob from Bob's Automotive Mirrors and More, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to upgrade the rear view mirror in a Subaru Legacy from a basic manual mirror to an auto dimming mirror. This process is the same for numerous Subaru models going back to the 2000 model year, so this covers a huge variety of vehicles. First thing you'll need for this project is a T20 Torx screwdriver, or also known as a star drive screwdriver, and a trim removal tool. Optional, but it'll make the job much easier. Now we're going to remove the mirror. In this case, this mirror has a T20 Torx screw, so it removes very easily. Loosen the screw, slide the mirror up and off the mount. Your vehicle may have this style of mirror that does not use a small screw to secure it to the windshield. In this case, you have to pop this cover off and press this lever while jiggling the mirror up and off the mount. In this particular instance, we're dealing with the 2015 Subaru Legacy, so this overhead console does not have any screws holding it in. However, there are some models that might have screws, so you will have to sometimes remove the lenses for the overhead light or look for them inside the storage pocket. But in this case there are none, so we just take our trim tool, get underneath, pop it loose or use your fingers, and it comes out with a little bit of effort, and there you go. To make the process a little easier, you might want to just unplug this if yours has this, and put this out of the way. The next thing we are going to look for now is the factory wiring, which Subaru puts in place in most of their vehicles. And again, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, this goes back to the 2000 model year. So once you remove the overhead console, you may not see the wiring right away. Sometimes it's on the right or the left. You may have to feel around, but you won't have to go in elbow deep to find it. In this case, here's the connector for the mirror. Being that this is a 2015 model year, these vehicles can have either this 5-pin connector, or they might still use the same 3-pin connector that Subaru used all the way back to the 2000 model year. Alright, so in this particular vehicle we are installing a Gentex auto dimming mirror with Homelink. And it also has a compass, which you can't see at the moment because it's behind the glass. Here it's also called the floating compass or hidden compass. This process is the same whether you're installing a Homelink mirror or a mirror without Homelink. It's the same exact thing. You just literally plug it in. We have these mirrors and numerous other Homelink and other mirrors available for your Subaru at our website, bobsmirrors.com. Now we need to install the mirror wiring harness. The easier way to do this in this particular vehicle is to feed it from the overhead console out the front of the headliner. Make sure when you do so, the correct connector is going out the front so you don't have to do the job twice. In this case, there's a small plastic peg that's holding this piece up here. It's easier if you can pop that loose to give you some playroom. What you want to do is pull it down a little bit and start feeding the harness through. You may have to come from the other side, pull down gently, and just keep feeding it through. There's some plastic bracketry in the way. It might cause you a little difficulty, but just be patient. And eventually you may get it through, or you may not. Alright, we have the wiring through. You got some playroom, you don't have to worry about tucking anything away just yet. Now plug this end in right here till it clicks in place. And then while you're here, just push this back in. Now this is ready to plug into the mirror, and then we can install the mirror on the windshield mount. This particular vehicle has a standard wedge style of a mount on the windshield to mount the mirror. This is one of the most common types of mount used on most vehicles made today, and including most Subarus. However, there are some earlier models that used a cam lock style of a mount. For those, we have adapters available on our website that allow you to mount a standard wedge mount mirror onto a cam lock style of a mount. Now we are ready to install the mirror on the windshield mount. First thing we need to do is plug in the wiring harness into the back of the mirror. When doing so, make sure it clicks into place. Now just slide the mirror bracket onto the windshield mount until it's fully seated. And tip the mirror up a little bit. Use your T20 Torx screwdriver and tighten the screw down until it's snug. Don't over tighten it. We are at the point now where we are going to reinstall the overhead console. Now in this case, this vehicle does not have the optional eyesight feature, but if yours does, when you reinstall the console, and actually when you're taking the console off too, be careful not to bump the cameras or remove them in any way. Those need to be left alone. So in this case, to reinstall this console, all we have to do is plug the one wiring harness back in. Again, until it clicks in place. Now in this case, because this console has no screws, we just line it up in the opening and press it into place, and it's reinstalled. Now at this point, we're going to install the plastic cover that hides the wiring going between the mirror and the headliner. For this, fold the mirror down, and you'll see there's a couple notches, or in some cases it's just a rectangular opening. That's where this piece slips into. So what you do is you move your wiring in place, get it underneath the cover like that, push down gently so it just snaps into the top, then slide the upper piece up until it contacts the headliner. And now it's nice and neat, covers the wiring, looks for nice professional installation. And at this point, you're ready to program your Homelink buttons and calibrate the compass. This particular Gentex Homelink mirror has a red compass display. This is the type of mirror that has the hidden, or also commonly called floating compass display. You don't see anything when the mirror is off, but when you turn the ignition on, you'll see the compass in the right-hand upper corner of the mirror. Red isn't the only color available on these mirrors. We also have them with green and blue compass displays. So now instead of having one of these clipped to your visor, you have Homelink buttons on your mirror, which you can use to program to 3 different garage door or gate openers. Hope the installation of your mirror was as easy for you as it was for us. I'm Bob from Bob's Automotive Mirrors and More. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you soon.